Start with OOP concept in brief. In our previous document, what is section inheritance, class, object, etc. Today we are going to learn object and class briefly. Object class is the main entity of OOP. To learn what is object, what is class, we are going to start with UML class. UML class diagram. UML stands for Unified Modeling Language. Can be used to create models, object-oriented software to help with design of an application. If we want to create a software, we need to design it first. To design a software, we have to use UML models. UML stands for, again, Unified Modeling Language. UML is defined and maintained by Object Management Group, OMG. UML specifies several diagrams for representing different aspects of software application. Let's start with class diagram, which is provided by UML, maintained by OMG, Object Management Group. Class diagram is distinguished in three parts. First section describes the class name. Second section describes the attribute, or we can say method, we can say variable. Third section describes its method. Let me tell you what is class. Class is a template for multiple objects with similar features. I'm repeating myself. A class is a template for multiple objects with similar features. Consider this example. Class name is person, and here are its attributes. These all are objects of class person. Now, go through this definition. Class is a template for multiple objects with similar features. These are the multiple objects with similar features. What kind of features they have? They have name attribute, city attribute, gender attribute, birth date attribute, and profession attribute. All its objects share this common attribute, like say Mr. Abhay, city Dwarka, gender male, birth date, and profession student. Same way Professor Syam. Name attribute, city attribute, gender attribute, birth date attribute, and profession attribute. So, how we can distinguish this class person with its UML class diagram? So, its figure shows the UML diagram of class person, class name person, attribute, or we can say variable, and these are the method, or we can say operation, which can be performed on this variable, is described in the section number 3. Let's discuss with some Word document. Time to open. My computer is somewhat slow because it's running together. Oh, here it is. First section. Background is black. Let me change to white. There is no border. Select its border. Let me copy and press size. As we know, first section of class diagram describes its name. Let me write here class diagram with example. Let's somewhat bigger, bold, underline. First section describe the class name. Second section describe the attribute of defined class, attributes, or we can say variables in general terms. Let me make it somewhat broad. So the exact some third section I need color from white to other. Third section describes the operation performed by attributes or variable described in section number 2. Operation is also known as methods. Let me join these three sections. It needs to be somewhat bigger. So our sections of class diagram provide UML. Let me write some theory points which can be applicable in our MCQ. UML stands for Unified Modeling Language. Managed and defined by OMG, known as Object Management Group. This form and full form can be asked in our examination. Let me explain with example. Class name is, let's say, person. Attributes and variables like name, city, gender, birth date, profession. Operation and methods are like, if we want to change city name, if we want to change the city name, then we need to write a method like change city name with city name. Let me tell you, this is the method used to change the city name. Of, it is used for all the objects. This method is said by all the objects of class person. Second, if I want to set birth date, then the method name should be set birth date date. Like this way, we can define our methods. There is no fixed number of methods for our Java program. We can create n number of methods. So class name known as person, attributes and variables are described in section number 2, and method and operation are described in section number 3. We can consider this section as upper section, middle section, or lower section. Question might be asked in exam that which thing considered in upper section? Then class name is considered in upper section. Which thing is considered in lower section? Then method or operation considered in third section, or we can say lower section. Let's have another example. Let me copy all this. We got it. Let's give some kind of alignment to our shape so it can be readable. This is what our first example. Let me write second example of class computer. A class is computer, and the attribute must be like the term shared by all kind of computers. Like we can say screen. All the computers have screen. Then keyboard. All the computers have keyboard. Then mouse, RAM, or ROM. So method name like set screen resolution. If we want to change the resolution of our screen, then we can use this method. Second one is change on our name. Like this way, we can create some methods. But this is an example of class computer. Previous one is of class person. We can see here class computer is distinguished in three parts. First is class name, second is attribute, third is method. Same way person was distinguished. Let me give you a small recap of this page document. UML specified as Unified Modeling Language, OMG specified as Object Management Group, which is defines UML and maintain the UML. Class diagram is defined in three sections. Diagram, three sections. Let me change its color so it can be easily readable. Section name and point name. I hope this example is easily understood by you guys. Now let's go to our book. Same way to describe it: class diagram, person, class name, attributes of class person, and the method of class person. This is what we have described in our page document. Here it is. This is figure number 6.2 is described in our page document. Here it is. And this is described in our page document. Here it is. So, how this definition is fulfilled? Like class is a template for multiple objects with similar features. Let's say person is a class and object which is created by this class shares the common attribute of this class person. We can say all the person has name, city, gender, birth date, and profession. So we don't need to declare this class again and again for number of people. To describe this particular figure, we have a class name person describing common attributes and behavior for all person. Individual person are then objects and are identified by the value of the attribute. Figure number 6.1 shows difference between class and its object. This is considered as class, this thing known as object. So, in this video, we had learned about object, class, and class diagram. Thank you.